Somber moments here at Stuck at Night.
Very well. He doesn't sound too somber.
Eli's never somber. He's a guy, he always makes fun of me for being Irish, yet he sits here like a cold-blooded serial killer being able to make jokes at a time of such peril.
Look, when there is darkness, we must find the light.
You're talking about Brian Laundrie, right?
I think he's talking about racism. Darkness and light? Is that, you just went there already?
Yeah,
Brian Laundrie's racist.
I'm canceled already.
I got a great video for us to finish off with. I'm already thinking of the end, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's going to tell you the quality of the next hour and a half.
Okay, we're done.
No, you're right. You're right. Look, it was inappropriate. I have to apologize because this is quite rough.
It is, I guess, I mean, there's really no way else to
Can't sugarcoat it, man.
put this.
Can't
but
sugarcoat it.
Grant is dead.
Yeah. He had texted me in his final moments and he said,
You can't just say it like
No.
that.
Cranston is dead.
No, but you just can't go, Grant's is dead.
And I don't know why you're laughing. Oh my God, why are we laughing?
I felt that
terrible.
was...
You guys are terrible people.
Cranston
Now,
was a blunt person, and he would have respected that bluntly.
That's how I want my death announced.
Yeah. He's dead.
He
He's
texted
dead.
me. He texted me on his deathbed and he said, Eli, I should have never gotten the vaccine.
That's so crazy because usually what we're told is everyone on their deathbed was like, I should have got the vaccine. And now you're saying Cranston was like, why did I get the vaccine?
He's like, I can tell it's the vaccine too because like I know things.
I feel faint.
And
that's a damn shame.
Yeah. So
R.I.P. to Cranston.
You could see we're all extremely broke up about this.
I'm tore up.
Yeah.
But he would want us to move on.
Up, man.
He would want us to move on.
Like the real people we are.
Like the real people we are. So,
moving the fuck along.
Yeah, sorry about it, but okay. Yeah, anyways, let's have some fun tonight, boys, huh?
New third mic gonna be coming in hot one day.
New third mic.
Do it up.
I just want to say real quick, I had such a horrible day. And I'm just going to get over just really quickly. Like, it was one of those days that just, like, everything, like, started bad and then just compounded on itself.
Would you like me to sing R&B to you?
Please, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just one of them days.
Play the world's smallest violin.
Don't take it personal. Okay, I finished.
Summary. I used to go in a little later because I was able to go do morning workouts and then go into work.
Okay.
My dad hurt his shoulder.
Yep.
He's like, hey, I'm going to need your help.
You need you to pick up the load a little.
He doesn't want to come in later.
Yep.
He's like, well, let's come in earlier and then you can get out earlier. Hasn't happened. Came in earlier, haven't left earlier. Here's the problem. When I used to come in later, you'd miss the traffic getting there.
Yep.
You leave at 6, you miss the traffic leaving.
You were good.
And I worked out in the morning. The initial time, I'd hit the traffic there. I'd hit the traffic back. And because I didn't get to work out in the morning, you go to the gym in the afternoon, and it's a mall.
Yeah.
It's a mall. And then there's traffic at the mall gym. You can't get on machines. People are dickheads. So I was okay. If we get to work early, then we have to leave early.
Yep.
Like I said, hasn't happened. Today, started off, couldn't find my headphones. Headphones are very important.
Oh, they are.
Don't got a radio in my car, so I need the headphones as I go. Couldn't find them, took a second. Finally found them. Fast forward, got there early. Don't leave on time. Leave late, no problem. I had to drive all the way up to Boynton after that, which is like 20 minutes, 30 minutes north to drive all the way back here to get to the gym. Went to the gym at a horrible time. Finally got back home. The same headphones that I lost in the morning, I lost now. Left them back at the job. Didn't have fucking headphones. It's just like what could go wrong went wrong. Just like that.
You just want to cancel the day.
I just want to like primal scream.
Yep.
It's so crazy. And it's just like, I don't know how to, once I'm in that, once the dominoes are falling for a bad day, for me, it's so hard to not self-sabotage and just
I get it.
And like the stupidest of things always happen. And I always like flash for a second, like, man, maybe if I wasn't being such a dick right now, that wouldn't have happened. But it's just like, because you're angry, you're moving faster, then like
you're making more
you got
mistakes.
your phone in your hand, your phone not, what the fuck, man? Just everything just starts, and today was one of those days.
Not to ever show love to TikTok, but have you seen this TikTok video of this dude that shows how ridiculous it looks like when you do things angry? Like he shuts the door like angry and you saw that.
Yeah.
I love that, and as a result, I intend to remake that very video.
I remake that video every day.
Yeah,
every day.
That's the morning
Yeah.
every time.
Dude,
with different people watching.
Tonight I had to take down the old ads, and I dropped like a couple. I did the same fucking thing. I was like, motherfucker! Like nobody was there, but I don't know why.
What is
angry
that?
at
What is that? Like, why do we get mad at stuff like that?
Because
Just
we
like
don't have
we
1,000
can't control.
subs. No, we don't have 1,000 subs.
I
You son of a bitch.
I internalize my anger, go home and beat my dog.
Don't you beat
You
your
know what?
dog.
Don't you tell if Fauci can get away with it, I can get away with it.
Listen.
Oh my god!
Eli.
I talked about the
Ha!
Beatles thing with somebody at
Yeah.
work today.
Switched it.
Oh
I'm
my
just saying,
God.
thank
No,
God you switched to something positive because Eli and myself were just being totally negative over here. And, you know,
We were heartbroken. I'm still
No,
heartbroken
honestly,
about that. I actually
Brock goes home and
destroyed-
just.
My
fuck that.
my dog would fuck me up, honestly.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
No, he would 100%.
Owners, I don't know.
But
Me fucking up your dog, maybe, but like owners, you'd be like, it's fine, you can hit me, I'm totally bad. Like, I feel like you could a little bit.
Slather
my
Brock
anger-
and barbecue sauce.
my anger at work is all due to the kids because they don't understand that
The kids?
Yeah.
What? I thought you're not allowed to work so close to
Shut
schools.
the fuck up. They don't need people.
Okay.
Need to
Yeah,
know.
my bad.
No, they
was,
just don't know. They don't understand that just because you're in college doesn't make you intelligent.
That can't be true.
Wait a minute.
I know a guy that's on our
I've
page.
been lied to my whole life.
There's this guy. He says, "Yo, I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I went to Harvard. I'm the smartest man here, and all my things are facts and they're indisputable." I know that guy.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
I'm going to be that guy for Halloween. What are you going to be for Halloween?
You beat me to the fucking punch, apparently, son of a bitch.
Punch bowl?
What are you doing for Halloween?
Gonna be a guy in a show without 1,000 subs.
Because we're going to,
Nice.
no, he said, what are you going to be for Halloween? Not what you're going to be in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, every day after and before Halloween.
Like, don't you kind of like, and this is this is a shot on me, but I really like how Eli makes it everyone else's problem.
Yeah.
That they're not like, it's like why he doesn't have 1,000 subs is because everyone else.
Yeah,
He's not
Bert.
doing-
Yeah, no, Jamie
called
shared,
ownership,
Christina
fuckface.
shared.
We
Thank
suck
you.
again.
Thank you to those of you that I've seen that have shared, and thank you for being here first and foremost.
I'm going to terrify people in my neighborhood for Halloween.
What are you gonna be? What's your Halloween costume? By the way, in the chat, what's your Halloween costume?
Oh, we're gonna do one of those.
Write it down.
The firefighter killing homophobic Michael Myers from from Halloween Kills.
Ah, you're gonna be Michael the homophobe Myers.
Homophobe firefighter killer.
Homophobe firefighter.
I already
killer.
said homophobe, so that meant firefighters. So
Yeah,
So-
obviously, it's a double in top.
What little detail are you gonna add so we can clearly see that it's Michael the homophobe?
I'm gonna have a pink bow in my right hand, just to know that I killed somebody like that wasn't 100% straight male.
No, I think you should like wear a bloodied up like rainbow shirt or something like
That's
that.
not Mike though. That's not
No,
Mike.
it is not like a rainbow.
I mean, I
knife?
can always just go beat a gay guy and drag him around with me.
Now that's the spirit.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy. Let's get canceled together.
can I be real with you? I got sidetracked by an article,
Whatever
and I
this
segued
says.
into that just to do this.
Whatever it says, I will guarantee you I've beaten it.
I don't think so. Because it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Is it?
And like, number one,
Now, what part kills you? Though?
must have been a slow news day. Because they're like, yo,
Hold
how
on,
much
hold on,
Halloween?
No. Hold on. You
What?
can't. You're not. Hold on. You're not allowed to do that.
What do you mean?
We beg for stories like this every day, so we don't have to hear
I'm
fucking
not-
political bullshit.
You're not. Don't look at me as a man who's complaining right now. You're looking at me who's as a man who's gloating at such gold.
It is.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I
pointing
miss
out the
stories
obvious.
like this.
That if they had something of political bias, they'd be running with that. But right now, how much candy can you eat before you die, you fat son of a bitch? That's pretty much what they're saying.
I'd love to know what the
How
limit
much-
is.
So they say overindulging in Halloween candy is likely fine, but there's a point where too much can be lethal. The
Now-
American what? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, is this like based on quantity, or is it like a chemical that's in this candy that's killing you?
This is gonna answer your question, and it's gonna answer kind of our semi question about why this was a slow news day, because it says the American Chemical Society's reactions show released a YouTube video titled "How Much Candy Would Kill You" in 2016.
What?
Yeah, this article is about a video from 2016,
And they
it's a
just
slow news day.
recycled it. Yeah,
Yeah, they're like fucking.
They even put the date as this year.
but they revealed They revealed, drum roll.
I just realized what time this thing was released. Somebody did this at 5:45 in the morning. They were like, let's release this.
They were still drunk. Yeah, they haven't gone to bed yet.
I need to turn something in.
They're all hopped up on Halloween candy trying to kill themselves. Hasn't fucking worked yet. But my limbs are falling off from the beatus.
I can't feel my arms.
So here's the number. 262 pieces of fun-sized candy or 1,627 pieces of candy corn. Here's the kicker. When eaten at once.
What?
Well, yeah,
Fucking
you're pointless.
choke.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, you're going to choke before you eat 262 pieces of fun-sized crunch bars.
Oh my God. It's just like, hey, yeah, you can swallow a rock and you'll probably be okay. Swallow 10, you're probably going to have a fucking
Did they
issue.
have anybody volunteer to find out that's the exact number?
Yeah.
I can shove this
Dude.
1,600 candy corns down my fucking throat. I'm dead.
Eli, we are not far from a time when, like, a CNN, puts a correspondent out on it, just as they did when that dude cannibalized somebody. Like he ate human brain.
Yeah.
Like he's a cannibal now. Like there's going to be somebody like CNN's on the field with our correspondent Brian Joseph. Brian, what do you got? We got 261 pieces of Halloween fun size candy. We're going to see what happens if I eat that with the lethal dose being 262 pieces. And they're going to drag that bitch out all day. He's like, one candy bar. It's like, no, it's at the same time. You can't, there's no way.
Oh, you have to unhinge your jaw like a python.
Yeah, such a kind of a non-article.
It's just stupid. Like, why are they putting this out again?
I also just want to point out, and I don't want to get into this article, but literally also on Huffington Post, there's a whole supply chain issues, and they were talking about like holiday topics.
Yeah.
And they got into Christmas trees on this one article. And the article is literally called Getting a Christmas Tree This Year. Here's what you should know.
Go to the tent.
Okay. That's not the craziest part. Did you know that there's a National Christmas Tree Association?
Oh, yeah. I assumed. Look,
really?
Dude, they have Christmas cons. I just assume there'd be some asshole that overlords over all the Christmas trees. Like,
I am the ruler.
This year.
Christmas Tree Association.
We have a problem. We have a
Intimidating.
Christmas tree fucking limit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know, yeah.
What the fuck?
But they just said, by the way, you're going to be fine. Another non-article, but I didn't know there was a National Christmas Tree
I'm just
Association.
picturing some guy that's just like, this year we have a limited supply of Christmas trees. You know what I'm saying?
But when the news wants to cover an article, oh boy, they will. And at the moment, they are
Beat
going.
that dead horse.
They will beat a dead horse. They will beat a gay, straight, cisgender, black and white, transgender, female to male horse.
Wow, we're
Isn't
really
that the Secretary of Defense?
Yeah. They will beat the fuck out of it. And by the way, what I just said there was probably not a joke because intent doesn't matter. And this is furthering our topic
why
on the
does it
Dave
say Jon
Chappelle.
Okay,
Stewart?
so
Because they bring it up. We'll get there.
They were headline dicking you.
They are. I know.
No, they still bring Jon Stewart up.
No, I know that, but like the way they phrase this is Jon Stewart said that intent doesn't matter about Dave Chappelle. That's how it, like, when you look at it at first, you're like, oh, fuck Jon Stewart.
You guys are familiar with Axios as well, right?
I'll tell you what, I didn't get it from that. I didn't get it from that.
When I first saw it, that was what I thought.
But I'm biased because I already saw a hit piece or two of them going after Jon Stewart.
That's
so
why
I knew.
I think they phrased it like that.
Well, I knew Jon Stewart's not
They're trying
trashing Chappelle.
No,
He's
no,
like,
I know that. I know that. But I think they phrase it that way because a lot of people are turning on Jon Stewart, so they're like, "Let's make him look fucking terrible."
Right? Yeah.
You know.
But that's what that is what they're doing.
Real quick, we're familiar with Axios, which is a very left reporting outlet. These motherfuckers have no shame. They pulled up an ancient clip of George Carlin on Larry King talking about, and who knows the context?
You can't cancel the
CNN
dead.
doesn't give a fuck about George Carlin talking about comedians that go after gay people and, like, you know, whatever. Just of all
being George Carlin.
They chose George Carlin. They didn't think that through.
No, they didn't.
Fucking idiots. So, all right, what are these fuckers doing?
This is the kicker. This is everything right here that kind of sums it up. And if we want to go further, we can. But
she looks like her name's Karen, not Libby.
Hurricane, haven't seen in a while. Welcome
Karen
back.
Hill. Amidst all the Netflix center, I was going all over the place. Amidst all the Netflix-centric fervor, wow, that's a little tongue twister, it was easy to miss another individual weighing in on the controversy, none other than Chappelle's buddy and fellow comedian Jon Stewart. The former host of The Daily Show commented on the matter to TMZ, saying he thought a lot of the angst could be chalked up to miscommunication, and of Chappelle, his quote, "I know his intention is never hurtful. He's not that kind of person," end quote. Now, that's a nice, bland answer from a friend about a friend. He wouldn't harm a fly. It would be stupid to try to dissect the statement because ultimately it doesn't matter.
Look what they're trying to do.
Of course it doesn't matter because Stewart's opinion about the Netflix transphobia issue objectively doesn't matter. But more importantly,
they just want to squeeze
it doesn't matter because intent has nothing to do with it.
What the fuck? You fuck off.
Now,
look at that. Also, cancel culture isn't real.
No. You haven't hit the beauty of this article yet.
And by the way, might be for butchering that.
You want to talk about apples to oranges? This might be apples to fucking F-16s.
Apples to zebras.
Yeah.
See, if intent mattered, then every car accident would be no fault. If intent mattered, it wouldn't hurt when you thoughtlessly grabbed a hot pan. If intent mattered, no one would ever drown.
What the fuck?
If intent mattered, then involuntary manslaughter wouldn't be a crime punishable by law. This misbegotten idea about the importance of intent bellies another, more pervasive schism with a much larger conversation. Cancel culture.
So here's my favorite thing.
Ew.
Like, I stopped reading before whenever I saw the accident part. Literally, it's called the fucking accident, first of all.
How can you say intent doesn't matter?
Involuntary manslaughter wouldn't be a charge. Literally, it's a lesser charge. Like, intent is everything there.
When doesn't it matter? When it's applicable and you can use a ridiculous statement like that to fuel the fucking narrative you're trying to push out there.
Like, if
intent is the last thing a comedian has. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because I was just like, if I looked at Eli right now, I was like, yeah, fuck Josh, he's an idiot. The intent wasn't.
He's not wrong.
Go on.
The intent wasn't. I'm not literally calling you an idiot. I'm fucking around. Like, if I like looked at you pointedly and like said it dead serious and it was my intent,
I feel pretty
then
hurt.
I'm kind of an asshole.
Right.
Perchance.
Look at my eyes. You're a fucking idiot.
What I feel is far more important. Like, fuck this, man. Honestly, if I can go through Google or any search engine and find this bitch's number, I'm gonna call her just to tell her what a piece of shit she is.
Stop doxing people.
All right. No, I won't dox him, but I'll find that cunt. Now, Dave Chappelle's response to the community was fucking astounding and beautiful. And I love how he addressed how the media has done it and how he even put conditions like, I will not bend. I won't break just because.
I have that video.
Fan-fucking-tastic. I loved it.
Just humor this a little more. Comedians blame wokeness and internet mobs for defiling the sanctity of the comedy arena, where anything and everything should be a punchline. You can tell that's so sarcastic, though.
Yeah.
The thing is, no one is stopping comedians from being edgy or offensive. Certainly not Chappelle, whose Netflix special reportedly cost the streaming giant $24 million. Kevin Hart, Ricky Gervais, Dave Chappelle, they can all say whatever they want, whenever they want. Free speech and all that jazz.
Hold on, but yet you stopped Kevin Hart.
Yeah, you took him off the
from hosting the Emmys because
of some tweet.
Because of a joke he had in a special a decade before.
There can be no fucking full protections against any group of people. Period. Everybody has to have some form of thick skin. This whole idea that you can't make a joke about XYZ is fucking insane to me.
Look how hypocritical this is. And it goes on. But they don't get to control the narrative that results from their words. And they don't get to remove themselves from that narrative. What's at work here is not cancel culture. It's consequences.
No.
Chappelle isn't the victim. He's the perpetrator.
No.
And what he's experiencing isn't an attack on his free speech. It's simply other people expressing themselves via free speech.
So,
and you see what they're doing, though?
Yeah, I do.
If I theoretically said, hey, Josh, you could say whatever you want, but if you say these 5 things, I'm going to throw you in a camp.
It's a little worse than that. Like, what they're doing is they're saying, or at least what this article is doing is saying, listen, all they're doing is speaking out against them. But if you're paying attention, he's not getting his movie in film fest. Like, they're doing more than just saying words. They're trying to cancel him.
Also, cancel culture isn't real. It's featured right below the bullshit fucking tagline headline. And in the clip that we're going to show at some point, Chappelle does go on to say, I am now no longer invited to all these film festivals because of my special. Because, you can't say cancel culture isn't real when we have it happening.
If cancel culture isn't real, if R. Kelly gets out of jail today, is it cool if he goes on tour? You're all still gonna go? I Believe I Can Fly is a great song and all, but
I didn't like it.
But I'm just saying, like, cancel culture is a real thing.
It is there. It's becoming so
and it's difference between
willfully
freedom.
Stupid to say it's not there.
Here we go.
People try to conflate what cancel culture is all the time too.
Yes.
It's literally the second word in it. Culture. It's not businesses doing it. We understand
it's the
pressure
forcing.
the culture putting on those businesses.
I think the man himself puts it in a very eloquent way, because he does kind of give the fucking fist to the businesses that kind of kowtowed to the pressure.
What?
I have a timestamp, but does this start off pretty much right away? Because I have a timestamp of him kind of saying his requirements.
We'll just play it.
How he'll meet. So
because this is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's just about 5 minutes. That's all. I want to make sure we,
we'll lean it up if we have to.
Yeah. Okay, let's turn this bad boy up.
It's been said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refuse. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not?
I want to.
You said you want to say.
I want to dance between, sitting here and watching 5 minutes and not saying. So, like, is something coming up? You think?
I mean, just let him go with the flow, and then I'll tell you.
I've seen this, but it's like the whole picture. You got to kind of.
I totally get it. I definitely understand that.
I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God.
You can tell he's super annoyed by like dealing with this.
This whole thing is making him more of a legend.
You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore.
What's weird though is he did say stop talking about it, and he's still talking about it. So it does seem like it's getting to him a little bit.
Well, now he has more material. He's got material to use on stage now, so he's like, fuck it.
I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames this, that it's me versus that community.
This is important.
It's not what it.
Fucking ads.
Those fucking ads.
At 3M.
Wow.
And it's right at the most important part, I feel.
That's probably on purpose.
That the secret of life is this 3M ad.
Hello, Tech Agent, Rescue, Hurricane. Welcome back once again. Lindsay.
What bullshit.
Hello, Lindsay.
We love you.
The LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say.
Exactly.
Now, if I can just be a little real here, like, I'm sure everyone there agrees with what he says.
Well, I don't know, because like you watched the special, you could find the people in the crowd that sour face.
But it was literally like, where's Waldo?
Yeah,
there wasn't that many.
I saw 2.
No, I saw multiple.
Okay.
Multiple. And they were always in the front row.
Maybe 10, you know what I mean? Like, it's
out of a sold out.
And
He won
I
because
need you
they
to
paid
know
for the
this.
ticket.
Everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about.
It's the same concept with what Rob Schneider said. Remember, and he gets a lot of slack because of it. Flack because of it. But remember when he said, "Stop, just go outside and talk to people." It's not as
he's the one that said, "Go talk to your neighbor."
Yeah, go talk to your neighbor. It's not as controversial and contentious as you think, and we've brought that up a lot too. And he's kind of saying that too. He's like, "Listen."
I've talked to the people.
Yeah, and they're not mad. It's all these corporations. It's the media.
It's people like that fucking writer for IndieWire, whatever.
Telling you intent doesn't matter.
Yeah, just fueling the fire that's already there. And you know what? It manifests the people that haven't even watched the fucking special into just going along with the offended crowd and the narrative that's being framed. He said, I'm not having the issues with the fucking LGBTQ community. I'm sure some of them now, because of all the attention by the media, have jumped on, but it wasn't about that. It's nothing but snake eating its own tail at this point.
Loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside.
I want to see all
doing
of
shows.
These.
My neighbor had a cornfield, and he let me throw shows there, and people came.
This you
could
skip a bit, and I can like paraphrase what he just covers.
Well,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, during 2020, basically, instead of just isolating, he did host special little shows where comedians from around the world, around the country, would all just go and join him in this fucking like cornfield, and he made a big old special documentary about it that he is releasing to all these film festivals, trying to, and that originally were inviting him, but then after the special closure,
the closer,
after that, and all the backlash, all of a sudden, no longer invited.
So now he's going on those. It's almost like those dates he had planned out already.
Yep.
He's now doing. He's bringing the movie along with him.
Yeah.
Yes, and he was able to. He thanks Netflix and I think the CEO for, and I have a lot of respect for the fucking CEO that's standing his ground for artistic integrity. Comedy. It's
you wonder if the pressure is as
bad as the sensationalism makes it. Who the fuck knows? I do know apparently the walkout thing was a real thing, but
it was only like 20 people.
So now he can only release it in like 10 fucking select cities or states or whatever.
If it's here, I'm going to see it.
I'm going to do everything I can to support him.
Yep.
All of this backlash this is the rubber band effect that happens to me every time. Like when I wanted to be extremely progressive and I saw things on my side I didn't like, it would make me go the other way.
Yeah.
And that kind of seems to be the case for most of us.
So Chappelle goes on to say that, listen, I'll still have the meeting with you, but I have a few stipulations.
The conditions. If we get on that point, great. If not, move on. I know too much.
I know where that point is.
First of all, you cannot come.
Oh, perfect.
If you have not watched my special.
That's the first condition.
Which makes sense. You can't criticize the closer
if you haven't seen it.
Yep. And a lot of people do the same thing the media is notorious of, is they'll make a little headline post, say how bad it was, and then that person, just by looking at that headline, will be like, oh, well, fucking, look what Dave Chappelle did.
Yeah.
This is the danger of, I'm glad, because of this fucking show, another thing that I attribute to it is I no longer just headline, read, and post. Lindsay has a good point that I'll share after this.
Good. What?
All right. She's like, because I gave props to the CEO of Netflix for standing his ground. She's like, yeah, the same CEO that decided to keep cuties on Netflix, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that shit was disturbing.
Disturbing. Absolutely. But the creator made it. They watched it. They were like, somebody's going to want to see this. They're trying to make money, too.
And with
I don't want
all
to
due
watch it. You
respect
don't
to
want to watch
Lindsay,
it.
wasn't the big hullabaloo about how Netflix put the trailer out?
Yeah.
The actual movie
poster
wasn't
different.
actually as
it was gross.
No, but it wasn't
not what the trailer made it out to be.
They made it seem like
Netflix made it out to be. I mean, and I remember a lot of people, especially on the left too, being like, "Listen,
it was
they fucked up."
The poster was what got a lot of attention.
Somebody was trying to sue the state of Texas wanted to sue them over the poster.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that's what Cranston.
As much as I don't
up.
like the poster, like it's stupid.
That shit was disturbing. I
you
saw
must
enough.
come to a place of my choosing, and a time of my choosing.
Not unreasonable.
And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny.
Fucking awesome. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely tell his conditions are a little bit tongue-in-cheek, obviously, but
he would definitely meet. I sent you a message this week, and I was just like, dude, if I had a shitload of money, I'd love to host a thing called CancelCon, where you get Dave Chappelle, you get Joe Rogan.
Oh, you get
all the people that have been quote unquote canceled, and you get them to talk to the people that canceled, the groups that have canceled them.
That is a fantastic idea. I'm a little mad you shared that with the world, because someone's going to pick up on that.
You have to talk now. You have to do long form talks with these people. You have to do not 5-minute sound bites. You have to talk
conversations,
3 hours.
Despite Sanjay Gupta's fucking take from Joe Rogan.
Oh
my God, a 3-hour conversation.
Speaking of which, by the way, did you see what Rogan said to Don Lemon?
He called him just bullshitting asshole.
No, he's like so Don Lemon said some shit like, "Oh yeah, he wasn't taking a horse dewormer, right?" And fucking Sanjay's like, "Yeah, right." And then Rogan goes, "Don Lemon can go fuck himself."
Yeah, he can go fuck himself. I feel like this is one, like this really puts this article into what they're trying to convey here.
Yeah.
And this is kind of how they close it. They say, this is about cause and effect. If you want to dehumanize trans lives to a global audience, go for it. If a company wants to pay you millions upon millions of dollars to do it, great. But those actions have reactions, and that's not something you get to control.
How do they get to keep fucking cherry picking the shit they talk about? They can't mention the trust fund he opened up for Daphne's fucking daughter.
It's the same thing what CNN and Don Lemon are doing to them tripling down on Joe Rogan. Just keep
the tactics.
If I keep saying the same thing and I'm unwavering in my opinion, people are going to think it's the truth.
By the way,
same game, different players.
The first 2 weeks of October. Not one show.
October.
Not one show on CNN's 24-hour news cycle hit over 1 million viewers.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Not one show. Every episode of Rogan.
The BSO guy told me this today.
Like 11 million views.
That's why they get so mad at him for any reason they can.
And there's a show I watch called like Split Decision or something like that. They've been on Rogan before. One's very liberal, one's very conservative, and they talk about things together.
Sounds like they stole our idea.
Yeah,
breaking points.
Crystal Ball and Cigar. What's his
Sager?
Sager.
Yeah,
Sager Cigar.
Absolutely amazing show.
See, you made a thing. Hashtag CancelCon.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's a brilliant fucking idea.
I don't have the money.
No, I'm gonna make it a thing, bro. I patented that. Okay, thank you.
But you didn't, though. Brock did.
I just did. He doesn't know it.
I have text messages. So I mean, I would love to see Dave Chappelle on a panel talk with like 10 people from that community. Just talk to them and just see whose ideas hold up a little better at the end without yelling at each fucking the other.
Yeah, keeping it civil.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they'd be surprised, much like we are.
You know what?
When you talk to somebody in person, it doesn't go as crazy as you.
Prime example. Everybody who's talked shit about me that have been here hanging out with me.
Yeah, it always goes.
There's still people who talk shit about you.
Yeah,
like I was gonna.
There's still people who don't respond to your messages.
Yeah, fuck them.
Like I was gonna say, like every occasion where we have hyped up an episode in the past where it was gonna be like a big contentious beef, it's always so fucking civil.
People's
when you're
attitudes
sitting
change.
in front.
Yeah,
when you do it, when you're not behind the keyboard, you know. And
prime example, Alexis.
Yeah,
Andy.
Yeah.
Like he came in, he's like, I'm gonna fucking destroy him. He was sitting right here. Like if I did this, my hand would be in his lap.
Mm-hmm.
Silence.
Yeah, no, man.
I literally had a book. You saw the book. I was like, I was ready,
I know, dude. You were very prepared.
Brian Lupo went and dropped them off. They picked him up.
Yeah.
And
he was supposed to come in that night and like literally like while we were doing a show, I think he went and picked them up and brought him back, and we were just doing the whole thing fucking live.
Although online,
right now they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
online,
he'll just do what he did to me. He'll ban me.
Right.
He'll block me.
Kinda. I don't understand people like that when they do stuff like that.
People don't want to not hear their own views reflected back at them.
But why do they act different in person? What's going on there?
Yeah, that fucks me up.
Because there is a personality trait called agreeableness. Online, it's very easy to fake not being agreeable. In person,
or maybe it's easier to just be your truer self.
No,
I don't know.
No,
you think it's lesser self?
In person, that's who you are.
I think in person you're more inclined to be agreeable.
Yes, because
for the sake of the vibe or whatever.
Even mainly because of guys, there's always a physical, like.
I'd love to know though
thing that happens
if we had access, like, so look at it like this, like if there is a way, like in person, like even if in person, but put the social media access to it.
Yeah.
If we're all talking and Eli says a comment, but we'll put that comment like a post.
Smash the like button.
I don't have everyone else's who wasn't part of this. I'm like everyone else comments, likes it, dislikes it, they tell you, oh, how much they didn't like what you said, they like what you said. So here I am coming to respond to that, looking at how everyone else responded, and now I'm kind of, like maybe if I'm weak-minded, I see like there's a lot of people being nice to you, maybe then I respond nice. But if there's a lot of people dogging on you, maybe I dog on you. As opposed to if you say the same comment in my presence and I don't have anybody else's thoughts about what you just said, it's going to be a little.
You just got yourself.
I'm fairly certain everybody in the chat room, everybody in this room right now can say that when it's their birthday on Facebook, you hear from people you never talk to. They are always like, happy birthday, man, because I
used to be one of those guys.
Hold on, we got a little spike in the numbers from when we started, so I just want to clarify again for the people that are joining us. Cranston passed away as a result of the vaccine.
I thought you were going to say like and share.
He called me, he texted me. He's like, it's the vaccine, I can tell, and yeah, he passed away right there, spiritually in my arms and technically on the phone.
I don't know why I thought you were going to hit the Nelson soundbite.
Yeah, boring.
We got that. But yeah, and feel free. Yeah, I don't know why you always hit that one.
Is that what you do whenever you heard the news?
I just heard someone died. Weird. I'm like, oh, I love fucking doing too soon shit. Fuck.
So, and also, feel free to share the episode. I see everybody that does it. Jamie, Christina, Ducks.
Alec Baldwin possibly going to jail?
Y'all the real MVPs. Yeah, we were speaking on that yesterday, and the police were like, listen, man, we're not ruling this one out.
And there's an update to the story? That they found 500 live rounds on set?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck are 500 live fucking rounds doing on set?
Well, remember we were saying yesterday that they were taking the same guns and firing them off.
Yeah, the night prior.
Yeah.
Was there really a staged walkout right?
Yeah, 30 minutes before.
You and Richard Pryor.
You keep saying Pryor. I'm going to say Richard.
I use these $10 words, man.
That's okay, man.
30 minutes before that shooting, all the director of photography's walked off. All the cameramen and everything walked off. That's why that lady was there. She was like, she wasn't like the DP. She got shot being the backup.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you the story how it's
and like the AD, the assistant director, handed Alec Baldwin the gun. Yet the armorer is the one who's kind of controlled the gun. So it just seems like there's like this insurance.
Here's my favorite thing.
Clarification going on too by the studio.
Originally,
I think so.
Originally, it was it was shot. Oh no, he dropped it, and then the trigger went off, and then it shot, and then it was a faulty round. That went off, and then the latest thing is the witnesses are saying he straight up pulled the trigger.
Dude, he was playing with it irresponsibly. He was pointing at the fucking camera.
And not for nothing, those old West guns way more powerful than a lot of the guns we have now.
Stupid fucking idiot. I hope he really gets his just desserts, like faces the music like anybody else would.
Did you see the picture of him after he shot that lady?
Is that him on the phone?
No, it was right before that. He was literally like on the side of the set, like throwing up and like.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was not doing well. Like, look, it's a tragedy.
Yeah, what a dickhead fucking publicist to take a picture where it's like.
It's a tragedy, like all the way around.
And now they could.
Candace Owens came out and called it poetic justice, and I'm sorry, I can't agree. Like, there's a lot of times I defend her, but like,
glad that
I can't agree with that at all.
The lady died.
I haven't been agreeing with anybody who's just like, "Ha, good, fucking, that's what you get." Fucking no, dude, no, that's not appropriate at all.
Yeah, it's fucking bummer, man.
Yeah, like you got to feel bad for the poor woman who lost her life.
We're just sitting there, not
Alec Baldwin, who, let's be honest, he didn't go,
Eric Baldwin.
I'm not going to kill it. He didn't go, I'm going to kill this bitch. Like,
no, I don't think he had the intent to fucking murder.
No.
But he was negligent as fuck.
Yes.
And the producer.
As much shit as he talked about,
he was the boss.
The gun rights and the NRA, if you would have had one guy there that was like NRA certified to be one of those people, that accident wouldn't have happened.
If you had not so many people,
or
actors included,
weapons master,
who are so anti-gun, which is even more odd for Alec Baldwin because he's been on movies with guns before. This is not new to him, and more than likely, just because Eli, if I handed you a gun and I said, "There's no bullets in here,"
nope, I'm checking.
What? And then, the next thing you're to do is maybe, point it at somebody and shoot, or like, maybe like you're just like, well, thank you for telling me, but I need to double check.
Rule number one, and even if I see that there's nothing in there, I'm still not going to point it at you.
That's, dude, people, like, even with toy guns, because of how one of my uncles passed away, there's a big part of my family who are very... they were very even like they didn't want to buy the children toy guns and stuff like that. But even with toy guns, they were just, it was always sketched out of like even pointing a toy gun at you.
Yep. That's how my family was. They're like, whoa, you fucking moron. Don't you point that at me. Like the first rule of handling a gun is always assume it's loaded. It doesn't matter if you checked 100 times.
Right. Yeah.
It's loaded.
It's the anti-gun fucks that shouldn't be handling it. Period.
Don't point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. And the third rule is whatever you shoot, know what's behind it.
One time in 7th grade, this fucking the bully of the trailer park gave me this fucking 38. I had no idea what I was doing. What I do, it was really hard too. Pulled that fucking trigger because I'm an idiot kid.
Yeah.
When I owned the firearm, I was an idiot with it for the first month, as everybody witnessed.
Yep.
But now I know how to respect it. And that's why it's important to really come from a background of knowledge instead of just, oh no, that's so terrible. Like the guy that wrote the article, when I heard the AK, I had flashbacks.
It's so terrible, but they love them in their movies.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's hypocritical.
Right there on the fucking button.
I didn't want to spend too much time on Mr. Baldwin.
No, I just wanted to get through that. Like,
speaking of facing the music,
at 5,000.
Our friend Eli here, over the course of the show, has been facing the music on some of his heroes in the progressive realm.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another one on the list here.
Down goes Frazier.
I got one left.
Not anymore.
Who's that?
No, Bernie Sanders. Like everybody, AOC has let me down. I'm not with her anymore.
$4.3 trillion.
Noam Chomsky was somebody I've always supported thoroughly throughout everything going on in our country.
Did you know that
he seemed like a voice of reason?
You get to hear it come from his mouth.
Are you a fan of Noam? You're a fan of Noam, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
just so you know, he wants to put you in a camp.
Just so you know.
Excuse me?
Well, just
that doesn't go well with my people, by the way.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Let's
let the man when you talk about folks having the freedom to separate if they don't want to abide by these vaccine mandates, what would that look like on a practical level? Does that mean that folks need to just stay home and have like groceries delivered to them? Does it mean like separated communities of folks who are unvaccinated, or just, how do you think this would practically play out?
Same way as with people who say that I don't want to accept traffic rules. I suppose there were people.
He said same way as people
don't
who
want to accept traffic rules. Okay.
No, let's keep going.
I suppose there were people who said it's an attack on my liberty to make me stop at a red light. It's government overreach.
Jesus Christ.
I don't want the state to have that power over my private life. Well, such people have to be they should have the decency to remove themselves from the community. If they refuse to do that, then measures have to be taken to safeguard the community from them. Then comes the practical question that you ask, how can we get food to them? Well, that's actually their problem. Of course, if they really become destitute, then yes, you'd have to move in with some measure to secure their survival, just as you do with people in jail, for example. But that's really not the issue.
That is not
your hero, Eli.
That is not the intellectual powerhouse that I've always looked to for a reason.
No, but those have always been his thoughts.
What is he? What the fuck happened?
He basically said, "Hey, we're gonna separate you. You're gonna be fending for yourself. What about food? Fuck you and your food."
If they become,
it's just the idea that
if you become really destitute, maybe you'll take the vaccine.
But really smart
and then we'll
people,
give you some food.
But just the idea that really smart people don't even
that fucking dumb. Like.
But the idea that we're still not taking in antibodies, we're not taking in any other form of types of defense against this virus.
Just like
where
Florida. Florida's
it's
what?
Only like, yeah. What if I'm vaccinated on everything else except this one?
Yep.
Does that count as not vaccinated? Like that's all he said. He didn't really be specific, even though in context we're talking about COVID. But you know what the fuck, man?
Now Florida,
why are people like that?
What is it? Florida is now what, 48th? In COVID
Florida is literally like second to last of COVID per capita.
Yep. Is there any surprise that we're all?
You got people defending Nome?
No, I want to express my absolute disdain for this very sick individual that is pretending to be Cranston in the chat.
Well, whoever that is can go fuck themselves.
I mean,
are you kidding me?
Cranston with the wrench.
Someone has the gall to fucking beat
our boy. You know,
not funny, man.
We're sorry.
That's not.
He passed away, bro.
How dare you hack him?
R.I.P. Yeah, man, that's fucked up.
Imposter.
Speaking of dying, he's like 2 seconds from it.
Yeah, dude, Gnome fucking Gonski, cuz he's fucking
is he
out.
Off your Mount Rushmore? How bare is your Mount
Rushmore? Yeah, like how do you feel about that, man? That guy just said treat unvaccinated people like they're jail members.
Do you want to hear somebody that I'm not going to say defending, but
sure.
Here, just to hear it out. You could probably guess who it came from. But anyway, no, this is not my hero speaking. I disavow every notion he just hinted at. I do not appreciate what he said whatsoever.
Let's see what they let's see how they defend their hero.
All right, so and grain of salt, whatever. All right, it sounds cryptic, but think about it in a small tribe. You have a tribe member who has the potential to infect the other members of the tribe with an illness, but refuses to take measures to not hurt the tribe. Then doesn't the tribe have the right to protect themselves?
That person is acting like vaccines are the only way to prevent this. When people battle the flu with Z-Packs and all types of medication all the time, it's the same way people are battling COVID. This is the problem. You're brainwashed into thinking that vaccines are the only way when we still haven't done research on natural antibodies. There's not even research on the long-term effects of these fucking...
Here's the cool thing. You know, like we just said, Florida is what, 48, 49?
Mentioned something.
48, 49 in the country. What are we number one in? Oh, yeah, monoclonal antibodies.
Yeah, and Biden tried to take that away from us.
Biden tried to take that away from us, which would have made us look really bad.
Just real quick.
What was that person wanting you to mention, by the way?
Okay, so with respect to Indy, she sent this to me. I just want to mention this because this is what fucking Gnome is advocating for, and it pisses me off, man. All right, Governor
not Indy.
Governor Inslee to mandate COVID vaccinations for all private businesses. This is in I don't know what state, but the fact that they're giving him the power, or they're trying to give him the power to do this. I don't have the state. I didn't read it. I'm sorry, Andy, but
not taking anything else into account. Just vaccine.
The Washington Department of Labor and Industries filled an emergency rulemaking package last week, extending emergency powers to Democrat Governor Jay Inslee. This package, which is an extension of current mandates, grants Inslee the ability to enforce COVID vaccine mandates on all private business in the state of Washington.
So Project Veritas just ran up on the lady who's running the campaign for, I think it's the mayor of New York.
And, I saw that shit, dude.
And he's like, Mayor, how do you feel about these statements that you made? And it cuts to a video of like a hidden camera where she's just like, oh yeah, as soon as he gets in, he's gonna institute a vaccine mandate for everybody. He's like, but he can't say that because the independents won't vote for him.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
awesome.
see? Yo, that was.
And she's like, you're a terrible person for bringing this up as she's running away.
They got her. I saw her. She ran away, and I'm glad he said, "How do you sleep at night?" This is fucking people.
This is a problem worldwide, though. Look at what the New Zealand Prime Minister.
New Zealand and Australia have been the most hard-nosed countries against COVID. Well, like if they get one case, they lock it the fuck down.
Yeah,
as
Ricardo's
and they're like a lot of them, like the one video of the guy going, "Yeah, no, I'll come with you. What's going on?" Just, dude, like, come on, man. But what do you do?
You basically see this is going to be like, well, it's almost like you probably don't see it like this. There's two different classes of people.
This almost seems like there's two different classes of people.
I don't like the sound of that already.
If you're vaccinated or unvaccinated.
Of course.
You have all the rights if you're vaccinated.
That is what it is.
Second-class citizens.
Yep.
Can you describe, as you were previously hoping not to have to do that, I guess, when we still looked like we could maintain elimination across the whole country? I guess that has now changed because...
I think it was less because necessarily of the elimination determining that, and more because we, of course, maintained, and actually we have managed very high vaccination rates, generally, without the use of certificates. But actually what it's become clear to me is that they're not just a tool to drive up vaccines. They're a tool for confidence. People who have been vaccinated will want to know that they're around other vaccinated people.
Ew,
They want to know that they're in a safe environment. It is a way that we can give confidence to those who are going.
You identify yourself like that? So, like they're making people want to identify themselves as...
Did you hear what she said? She's like, there's low confidence in the vaccine.
Yeah.
So she wants... So these
confidence.
people that could want to be around other vaccinated... So like, what's the fucking point?
Right.
And this is coming from somebody who's vaccinated.
And that's what a lot of people do who are vaccinated, and they talk to people who are not. They put this pressure on them, and a lot of it becomes...
They're condescending. They're shaming you.
I got it. You should too.
And that's how I mean, everybody's been pressuring you. Like, you've gotten it the worst out of anybody I know.
I identified very quick the moment I made the post, like, I'm gonna do this.
You're gonna get some shit for this.
I just saw, like, oh wow, Team A was like, yes, join us. You're coming to the right side.
Look,
and then Team B was like, don't get the devil's jab. I'm like, yo, fuck all this shit. I shouldn't have even said a thing.
Hearing every time Ricardo's called in, like after that whole Today Show with me over in Australia, I've talked to a ton of Australians, and they are some of the greatest people in the world. And what they've been through in the past year is disgusting.
It's been fucking
heinous. The fact that somebody told me, like, I need to go to the grocery store, but I can't because...
I know that's
7 o'clock.
That's the level it's gotten to.
What? They're like, yeah, if you're out past 6 o'clock,
fuck it,
you go to jail.
I don't like this whole feeling of the second-class citizen.
They arrested an 8-year-old.
What?
They arrested an 8-year-old in that country.
Dude, yeah, I saw a video of a cop choking a woman for not wearing a mask. And I think we played
I've had the opposite.
Seems like she deserved it, though.
Wanted to choke a woman because she was wearing a mask in her car.
I just wanted to choke a woman because she was a woman.
Jesus
Christ. What? Thank you for breaking the fucking, what's this animated fucking thing
Doritos
here?
Oh, damn it, Brock.
I didn't know that. You gotta set that up a little better,
No, you should know.
I was trying to.
I'm sorry. It says it in top left.
Well,
nobody could have fucking seen that.
Besides that part.
Damn it.
Fuck my life.
Well, whatever. It is what it is. You want to watch the video?
Yes.
You want to watch it anyways?
Guys, the whole premise is commercials that you
Doritos.
have nothing to fucking do with the fucking product they're trying to push.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been blocked, but that's fine. It was just blocked.
Yeah, it was perfectly blocked.
I fucked it up. That's
just take
bad.
ownership. That's what I expect from you. Thank you.
Who cares? Who cares? Because, like, either way, maybe people have seen it. It's not like, the most secretive of commercials. It is a Spanish commercial that's out in not America, but check this out.
Jesus Christ, that audio.
I'm getting that Doritos vibe right now. Okay.
Please tell me they throw grandma.
And they just start beating grandma up.
So,
Hermano, cómo te extraño.
Oh wait, you know what?
That's terrible voice
Let me
acting,
put
by
the
way.
subtitles on. How about that?
I just feel like I should say that's terrible voice acting. It literally sounds like there's a voice track on top of
I
it.
can flex my Spanish. Mi colombiano, eh?
Does that say English?
Yep.
Is that on?
It's that Spanish auto-generated.
Right there or no?
That's Spanish.
Where's the
This is my favorite part.
There is no English.
Yeah, it's no.
There is. I was just using it the other day.
Auto-translate right there.
There you go. I think.
Wow.
There's English.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of
Hey,
languages.
let's watch an Albanian.
Show me
Anything
English,
down,
motherfucker.
up, right there.
No, below. You're on Dutch.
Right there.
Thank
This
you.
one?
Yep. That's English.
There we go.
English.
Was human how I miss you.
Okay, let's try this
That could
again.
be a good language.
Well,
When he was human.
it'll be something better.
Hermano, como te extraño.
Was human?
I'm going to say husband.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't know if it was husband. You'll see why.
Hermano.
Yeah.
Tío Alberto.
His spirit is Cooler Ranch flavor.
Hola familia, ¿cómo están?
How are you, my family?
Surprise family luxury. How are they?
It's bad trans. Oh,
¿Quién es él?
Gay lover.
Did he find a lover in the afterlife?
Mi pareja.
the translation is so bad.
Who-
It's
who
my
is
primary partner.
What
It's my main partner.
What is my primary partner?
Yo,
What?
the YouTube translation is the gold of this whole thing right now.
I'm very confused about what the fuck is going on.
Okay, so what's going on is I think this is like the sister or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what
I was
Hermano
like-
means brother, by the
Right.
way.
I
So-
hear Hermano.
They're
Thank you.
going what Day de los Muertos?
De-
How the fuck do you say
Morte,
it?
Day of
death.
the Dead.
Day of the Dead. Yeah,
okay.
Day of the Dead. They're going there to pay their respects.
Look at us three white boys. You got one Spanish here. It's not helping much. Yeah.
Little
okay.
spirit comes out and he's like, "Yo, guess what? I'm fucking gay." And they're like, "Whoa."
He waited till death to
Yeah.
come out.
You
Wow.
came out as, but what's even crazier is that I'm seeing you, and you choose to come
How
out
about
as gay
a
while I'm
ghost
seeing
is
it.
talking to
Yeah.
me right now. Like,
That's not as
Oh,
cool.
no. In Day of the Dead, that's supposed
That's
to be
not as
normal.
woke.
yeah, that's exactly what.
Yeah.
By the way, never would have guessed that was a Dorito commercial.
Oh yeah, and like it's always the flashy end.
Creí que este iba a estar solo para
And like she says, I thought he was always going to be alone.
Oh, wow. So there's hope for me, guys.
Yeah.
He's getting ghost boned.
Eli's going to get gay in the afterlife.
Ghost bone.
You know who that looks like?
Fucking the two dudes in the Muppets who rag on him all
I
the
was
time.
gonna say the two gay guys in Halloween Kills.
Oh shit.
There you go.
The one the homophobe kills.
Jim.
This is
Little
their
Jim.
backstory. Yeah, this is the aftermath.
Yeah, this is after Michael kills them.
Oh look, they're all happy now and they're rubbing cheeks and shit.
Yeah.
And then ready, here
Oh,
comes the
She has a
reveal.
bag of Doritos in her hand.
Well,
Well, she put them on his grave.
Nunca estar de not even.
Doritos.
Doritos. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, like where, why, when, how, who, what
That-
just happened?
That was confusing.
Please tell me you have another commercial so I can save the fact.
I don't. I was the only one I had. I
Wow,
wasn't
okay.
planning on more than that.
I know you can be hard on yourself sometimes.
That's fine, just
See, if it would have said what it just
Doritos.
said, Dia de los Muertos.
That's funny.
See el loco, papi.
That was extreme.
Yeah,
That was a lot to take in.
that was a bummer, huh?
Yeah, I at first I was just like, oh, they're visiting their dead family member who clearly likes Doritos, and then it's like, oh, he's coming out to the family as a ghost. Oh, okay, they're back alive.
I can't wait to reread some of this chat because I see there's been a few debates, probably centered around the vaccine. I don't want to talk about the shit anymore, but like I can't articulate enough how upset I have become by this whole sentiment of I'm an unvaccinated person, therefore I am now getting treated differently.
I just think it's stupid that they think unvaccinated means anti-vax.
Yes, it's no, and I don't even call it a vaccine; it's a treatment.
I think it's also stupid that people are conflating anti-mandate with anti-vaccine too.
Like, look, the New York City Fire Department literally just came out and said, hey, in about a week, you're about to lose half of your firefighters. Half. So that
Yeah.
means
and they
people in
put out like a
disadvantage-
message to people, right?
Yeah. They're like, hey, half of us are fucking gone in a couple weeks.
Oh, don't forget.
Yeah, this is it.
we
So I'll
are
read it.
Opening the phone line.
Attention New York residents, did you know almost half of the FDNY is about to get laid off because of the mandates? How will this affect you? The NYFD responds to almost 500,000 fire incidents a year. That's 1,635 fire incidents per day 606 of the fellow New Yorkers are injured in fires. Majority of all fires and medical calls take place each day are communities of color. The city is planning on closing firehouses where you live. There will be 3,500 less firefighters protecting the city starting November 1st. What does this mean? If you have a call 911 for your family member having a heart attack or your home starting to burn down, the fire department will not be able to come. We served you the entire pandemic, and we want to keep serving you. Call your elected officials, call the local news, and let them know you stand with us.
Fucking reaching out.
And by the way, I know this is true because I have friends in the New York City Fire Department, and this is 100% true. They're warning them. Lieutenants and stuff are warning. Like,
I gotta call my family.
You know what's even crazier is like a lot of the firefighters, like it's voluntary. You're not getting paid for it, and I wonder if a lot of them are facing the same type. It's like, dude, these people are volunteering their time for free.
They don't give a shit.
And if you're going to mandate them as well, it's like, well, what the fuck? They're not even making money here.
Yep.
There's a lot of states, there's a lot of little cities in New York where it's only voluntary.
Yeah, you have one paid person, that's it.
Right, it's probably the captain,
yeah.
I don't like any of these things that are happening all over
the news
your own autonomy.
I mean, the news isn't even showing, like, they showed that one clip where it's like a couple of people in a line marching down the street objecting the mandates. What they don't show you is like the 5,000 people that show up to these anti-mandate.
Yeah, I saw the photos myself today. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there, and it's over most of them are vaccinated, but the media doesn't want to fucking cover it. Is it too preemptive to say? There's some people that are eager to call.
For sure. I just want to get off the COVID topic real quick. And I mean, if the callers want to bring it up, that's on them, and we can get into it.
But talk about anything you want.
I just wanted to switch it up, and maybe let's bring it to just a little funny racism, because racism is funny, right?
Oh, good. Okay.
100%.
This came out in 2013. I don't know if you've seen it before. I haven't. I just saw it today.
What's the intent?
The intent here
that's pretty important.
Is to harm people.
It's not important. That's the only intent, to harm people, okay?
Is to make people upset.
Good.
And I will let the video speak for itself. I won't say what it is. It's about a
Doritos.
A 2-minute sketch, and you'll get the idea
fast.
Soon.
Like the cinematography. Looks like House.
Right.
Uh-oh. He's got COVID.
He's up. Where am I?
Captain America.
It's the year 2013. Now you're below New York City in a top secret military bunker. How do you feel?
Honestly, Doc, I feel like shit. Boy, can you get me a cup of Joe? I'm literally squeezing my nuts off. What the fuck did he just say? Coffee. Can you read? If a pen, I'll write it down for you. It's fine.
Whoa! Come on. The times have changed. Show some respect, Captain. Come on.
That guy's wearing lipstick.
He doesn't know that. He just...
I think we got a spy among us. A spy.
It's funny. It's fun.
What the? He's Korean.
What the fuck does that mean? They're all the same.
What happened? He's so racist.
Well, he lived through the 1930s and 40s.
Thank you.
I mean, it would stand to reason that it was completely acceptable back then for a white New Yorker to be absurdly racist.
Hey, Jensa, can I get a Lucky Strike, preferably unfiltered? None of that sissy shit.
You can't smoke in here. It's against the law.
Christ, the Nazis won, didn't they?
No, actually, it's quite the opposite.
Oh, stop
In fact, we now even have a black president. And
Don't you ever take that tone with me again, you dumb broad. It's not a funny joke.
I'm a lesbian. Don't fuck with me.
Is a lesbian.
What? It's not a joke. We do have a black president. We just reelected him.
I don't even know what this A stands for anymore.
That's hilarious.
Oh, God.
Problem means asshole.
Problem means asshole.
Oh, God, that's so good.
Isn't that amazing?
How he just slaps the shit out of that poor fucking lady.
Quick question.
How's that gone by for 8 years?
Would that be
absolutely not?
Would that be acceptable?
Can you guys talk while I pee? Just go ahead. Real quick.
Would that be acceptable today?
0% chance. They wouldn't even allow that script to be shot.
See, so this is honestly...
The actors would be canceled, every one of them. The black actors, the lesbian actor, every one of them would have been canceled.
Okay, I mean, honestly, like I've been looking back at some of the comedies that I really loved. Not that long ago.
None of them would be made.
Like,
all of them would know.
Just
The Hangover 1 wouldn't have been made.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
The Hangover.
The Hangover.
Yeah. Paging Dr. Faggot.
Oh my God.
Gone.
Yeah.
Canceled.
So, like, I mean, look, I know I've seen how it's been a bad look with my lefty friends that have advocated for feelings over the comedy.
May I actually?
But I'm not going to say
I
that's
hate
not
that
the
word.
entirety. What do you hate?
That specific word, the F word.
The F word?
Yeah, what I just said. I absolutely hate. That's maybe the first time that's ever come out of my mouth.
Yeah, I was actually a little shocked that you let it loose.
Yeah, like I had a nervous feeling, and it's something that's just so unnatural for me.
Is that as a result of
no? It's just always been
new. Yeah, it's not.
No. It's never been one of those things that when I was younger, I was like, that's how friends and I made. But no.
See, I used to use that word. Well, you know what? I still use the word. I'm not going to fucking lie to the people. What has changed is, or not changed, like Josh didn't believe me when I told him I never said the N-word in my life except for one time with an A at the end.
Singing Tupac in your car by yourself?
Okay.
Yeah.
Those don't count.
See?
Those don't count. But no, I actually said it to a black friend of mine. Like, yo, what's up? Yeah, no, in middle school. And I saw his reaction, and then from then, never again since. Oh. So, okay,
I came back in, we're talking about the N-word.
Well, we
got spicy.
I was asking,
movies from even 10 years ago wouldn't have been made today.
So many things are canceled.
Look at Quentin Tarantino with Django, though.
Yeah, but
they dropped that.
Quentin gets a pass of all passes. Once he's done making movies, they're not going to give out passes anymore.
Yeah, true.
What's his name? I was just telling him, The Hangover even wouldn't have been made.
Why?
Paging doctor.
He already said it.
And I'm not going to say the word again.
He said the F-A with the,
Oh.
Yeah.
Fagel?
Yeah.
The cigarette.
Sounds like bagel?
He said cigarette.
Yeah.
All right, so
sounds like maggot.
I know rescue is
I'm gonna hit the
amongst
phones
the
up.
crowd. Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna get the Google Voice. I'm gonna turn that bad boy up and on.
By the way, I know past couple nights I've watched and you said you wanted to talk about that whole thing that DeSantis did with the $5,000.
Oh yeah. If you want to,
so it may be a little self-serving in a way, but I actually think it's a really bad move.
So the title, real quick, is DeSantis is offering unvaccinated. I hate to keep talking about fucking COVID, but he's offering unvaccinated police officers
$5,000 to come
signing bonus,
transfer.
to come down here.
And I personally am not a big fan of lateral transfers, like from department to department. Because the first guys that are gonna try to leave are the guys that were probably on the edge anyway in terms of hey, if they start cutting people, I'm the first one cut. But also they get I would rather hire somebody from the general area than hire anybody from out of state. But that's not how it works. The guys from out of state, because they already have their certifications, get the priority.
I see.
I don't want to hire a cop from the Bronx, even though he might be fine, over somebody from Broward.
I think I just like the idea, just like he's trying to, get, the shipping
to
go through here. He's just trying to say, hey, if you're not a job, come down here. Florida needs you.
Whatever he can. Oh, by the way, and some people say that, with the whole defunding the thing, I told Josh how much Tampa police make. And
how much is their signing bonus?
10.
You said 16.
16. I'm sorry. Yeah, 16. Their signing bonus is $16,000, but their pay is $19.05 an hour.
And down here, you're probably looking.
You
at
could work at
60.
Publix as a manager and make way more than that.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, the phones are open if you like calling and talking about anything that we've spoke about tonight, or even throughout the week. Hit us up. We stay a little extra on Wednesdays for you for the phone calls.
Go fuck myself.
Yeah, or if you want to tell Brock to go fuck himself.
Yeah,
but give the show a call 954-399-3631.
And it just went up. I think one person tried to call. It was preemptive. All right, yeah.
We have no missed calls yet, so.
Oh, okay, all right.
Maybe they got the number wrong, but
hopefully you'll be able to pick it up this time.
Yeah.
You were on the struggle bus when I tuned in last time.
I had too many Google Chrome windows up, and it was just like
bing, 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 bing.
Actually, I was very proud to be watching that to see how many callers we had, and
that was fun.
Was a very nice part of the show.
I even said I told Christina personally, I was like, I genuinely enjoyed that call.
I genuinely enjoyed that call.
Yeah. Of her being like, hey, so you said no fucking COVID. Huh?
Okay, do I have to? Okay, Cranston's not dead. Okay,
all right. Good luck. Good.
Thank God
he's back. He was the ghost that was reincarnated in that cartoon.
Tell the podcast I missed. Oh, the podcat. Oh, it's not Cranston that's missed.
I'm not a part.
The podcat is missed. So, all right, the number is up. Rescue, I know you said thank God, Eli. So I'm hoping that you're coming in the clutch.
It's always funny when we do, or like kind of like, yo, call in. Like it's always, it always goes well when we don't make it a big thing.
There we go.
And there we go. See, just how I was trying to not make it a big thing. Boom, that's what happens.
We got this.
Call from
Rescue.
Yep.
It's one of our favorite people. Rescue, what's up, man?
Ladies, get ready for your panties to get wet.
Ooh, there's that bass. There's that bassy voice.
All about that bass.
Yeah. Did y'all have a good day today?
Yeah, a good of day as any.
Yeah, he did the best he
As good a day
could.
as it could be.
Yeah, we're above ground, brother. How are you out there?
That's it. Still above ground, so it's all good.
There you go. There you go.
Anything that we
Hey, I wanted
discussed
to
that really got your attention, my brother?
Well, one thing I was going to mention was what Brock was talking about with DeSantis, and I agree with what he was saying about the cross transfers. I think one thing that makes this unique is that it was an intentional reach out to the ones that are getting intentionally cut out.
Yeah.
That he's doing that kind of offer. So that's kind of, I think, was pretty good, and it's going to take uniting. We got to back each other.
Yes.
Yep.
It's been a very strange experience for me to be so proud and supportive of a Republican sitting politician. And I'm actually willing to help him get reelected. Never have I've been politically active for the left, the progressives, Bernie Sanders, and even some people that were endorsed by Bernie. But DeSantis has really blown me out of the water here.
Yeah.
So it's the core values.
Go ahead, Rescue.
Yeah, that's what's up. It's the core values. I was talking with some other people the other day on another podcast, and we got to get away from the politics, Republican, Democrat stuff.
Yes,
Yep, I
because it's so different now. It's not that simple anymore. So we need to go back to our roots, and I personally think that people just need to go do some history lessons on the 18th century and the beginning of the 19th century, and then maybe the representation of what America actually stands for. What is bringing all this attention on our constitutional values? There's a reason behind this. You just have to read the history and you'll see it. We changed the world when we self-created. Things that we implemented in our constitutional rights were not implemented anywhere else.
Still aren't for the most part.
Well, you couldn't own property unless you were and you were already born into a certain category.
I mean, America is a special place. You're 100% correct about that. We do a lot of right here, and it seems like at the moment the current mindset is to focus on a lot of the negative.
Put the magnifying glass on the negative.
And like, listen, like rightfully so, but I think it shouldn't necessarily detract from, subtract from all the good that that has been accomplished by America. And I'm not even necessarily trying to be that patriotic, just so just like looking at things that have been done.
I think we need to
Well, see, that's actually, to me, that was what brought Trump the main power that he had. It wasn't Trump. I mean, believe it or not, I know most people all around me thought he was an arrogant little shit off of the show. But it was what the driving message was, America. And it was, man, that message, when he stood there and said, we're going to give it back to you. Well, I'm sorry, it's been decades since people had heard this.
That resonated, yes.
That was almost like a wartime speech.
Yeah.
So, and guess what? It rallied just like it rallied back then because people want to care. It's our nature. It's a human nature to care. And that gave us a center point for all of us to focus on. So everybody was allowed to be different because we're going to focus on red, white, and blue. Well, that irritated people.
I think he really tapped into something that's been very latent, which is that sense of being proud of your country and the things that make this country a wonderful place. I'm not feeling so much that way these days. Biden and every gaffe and every time we cover him, I get just a little bit more depressed about our current circumstances. But you know what? He really did tap onto the whole. I don't know why was the MAGA so offensive. Make America great again. And then what did everybody do? When was it great? Huh? The 60s. Fucking pick every negative thing.
Funny you may say that, because the one thing I've said a couple times, not necessarily on the show, but in general, do you know what the first slogan for this country was when we were just a bunch of commonwealths and shit?
What's that?
On all our currency, it said, "Mind your business."
On our currency?
Yes. The dollars,
no bullshit,
the paper money, and the coins. It said, "Mind your business."
No fucking shit. I'm gonna look this up.
I'm looking it up. I can bring it up right now.
Fucking A.
That was our original shit. Mind your business. And
real quick, Rescue. I'm sorry to give you this request, but you know you're so popular. Christina and Lindsay are both. They're asking a favor from you, man. Would you softly say their names for them?
Designed by Benjamin.
That is a request from both of them.
Does Christina want me to say hello?
Christina and Lindsay. Yes.
Oh, and say hello to Lindsay too.
Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
I've got to say hello to Lindsay and Christina, two awesome ladies.
I can't believe
Rescue's got to start a cameo, dude. Just freaking start.
I can't believe what a hit he is with the ladies.
It's going to be him and Corpse.
So it is true. On April 21st, 1787, the Continental Congress of the United States authorized the design for the nation's first coin, the Fugio cent. The coin was designed by Benjamin Franklin and had the inscription, "Mind your business."
And
how am I today years old?
Hold on. And the other side, what do you think that said? It had a seal.
Go fuck yourself.
It said United States, but on the other side, it said, "We are one."
Man, I was today years old for that shit. And
you need to put that on the fucking money.
Yeah, man. Look, I love that far more than the "In God We Trust."
Because if a lot of neighbors stopped looking over fences at what their neighbor was doing and mind their fucking business, things would be way better. If you stop worrying about what your neighbor's voting for.
It also had a lot to do with the source from overseas, from the main country land, because we were starting to want separation. We were starting, because if you actually read back, my personal take is we came from this monarchical type setup. We're used to this way of life. We came over here. Well, this is why I think we created, all men are equal. Here's what I got for you. So we show up. Well, right now, if you want to move in somewhere, you're expecting somebody else to build your shit for you.
Yep.
But back then, you came together as a herd of 30 people, 40 people, 50, 100, whatever, but you're going to move. Well, this is undiscovered land. You're clearing it. So guess what? The guy next to you, he cuts a tree just like you cut a tree.
Yep.
You're going to build his house. He's going to build yours. So all of a sudden, we start to see things in a different level. Everybody, it's like, wait a minute, we're equal. There is no, because you've got money and you don't. We all have to work together. This is all undiscovered land. Well, and I'm going to touch this real quick on the slavery thing, because we had that bad moment. I do like to remind people that we're also the very country that stopped that shit, just so we're clear on it.
That's correct. Yeah.
We killed each other over it, literally.
Yeah, we stopped that around the world. That was a world-type trade thing that was going on. We got introduced to it. It got introduced to our newfound country. It took us a little bit. It didn't take us thousands of years, and it didn't take another country to slap us up the head. We fought ourselves. We came up with it. We said, nope, bad, done, and then we spread that around the globe.
And do you think we as a nation have done enough to, kind of say our apologies for that? What's your take on that? Like, I know what we've done, but some people are, and maybe rightfully so, under the impression that there is still, there was promises of what, like a few acres.
40 acres and a mule.
Yeah, and a mule. And so, like, there is this.
I can take you to the end of that conversation. No, sir, I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's plenty of bodies that are laying all over fields. You can go visit the monuments that laid all that groundwork done.
Yep.
So there's no restitutions owed.
I am not
we
a fan.
We have a better life.
I'm not
Everybody
a fan of
is
this.
equal to be at any position they want. All you have to have is the fortitude and the personal drive to get there.
Goddamn right. I am not a fan of the white guilt movement thing.
You look at the 60s, you look at redlining, you look at Jim Crow. Like, we stopped slavery back then, but boy, did we really kind of do our best to kind of still keep them, keep black people grouped together, with ghettos and,
See, and you ready for this? I'll throw this in the wrench for you, because here's one for you. if you watch the demographics of this, so you have these slaves that we have on plantations in workforces. We stop this. When we stop this, we then now break them apart. Well, they're not used to going out and clearing land and building a farm, so we set up a government house for them. We now call those HUD housings as the majority. So the Democratic Party has intentionally kept that going. That's part of the same narrative that's my take. And there's a lot of facts actually behind that. But
well, yeah, when you go far back
it's
enough.
A culture thing. It's not a race thing. It's a culture thing. It's just like if you take country people, what was the Patrick Swayze movie where he goes up into New York, the redneck from the hills, a classic example. It's a culture thing. It's not a color thing. I grew up next door to it. Dude, I grew up next door to the home of the Ku Klux Klan of South Texas. Actually, the whole southern, in Vidor, Texas, I grew up next to that. So I went to school. I watched it. I also watched that town get decimated and socially ostracized. Because, see, that's what we really did. You just don't hear those kind of words anymore.
Right. I mean, but
society ostracized those people. They were isolated. Now they're being brought back up to the froth because it's a political topic.
True. But I do think that the idea that you had neighbors like that does point that there is and was at the very least an element of racism to it, not just a culture thing, but you have people who like them, even though you make a good point that really, I mean, New York City just made racism a public health crisis, and you're like, well, what's going on with that? Like, how's that a public health crisis when we have COVID going on? But there are people, I mean, and look at the people who are using racism currently, like who are pro segregation.
Yeah,
like racism is alive and well. On both sides of the coin, like race is an element to this whole thing.
Briefly, sorry, go ahead.
The hate emotion is always there, so all you have to do is throw a word that attaches to that emotion. Racism.
And it'll amplify.
Very true.
Real quick, I saw a video that I intend to have played here. I think you sent it to me. Alex Beecher. I'm sorry. Two white guys at their own university in their library had Police Lives Matter on their laptop, and I didn't vote for Joe Biden's
I
shirt.
think it was just a blue line flag.
Oh yeah,
over the Apple logo.
And then
they were in the Multicultural Center.
Yeah.
I believe I don't want to assume race, but I know there was one black female and then another person that pretty much demanded their removal.
Yeah, they wanted to be removed because they were violating their safe space. The public library.
Well, the idea that white isn't cultural, and white means like Irish, or white means like Icelandic, there's culture to all of those.
That whole
things.
conversation needs to get simplified, because people. Yeah, white is the race. So if it's your culture, go into the specifics. Maybe some people just don't know, but fuck, I'm a little tired of seeing that conversation.
We stopped researching things. People stopped reading. People just, as a matter of fact, you mentioned it a while ago, the topic, the headline hunting kind of thing. But see, think about it. Before the internet, if you wanted to know something, you had to go and look it up. You had to go find some textual document about it.
I was fortunate
Nowadays,
enough.
you just Google.
Yeah. Yes. Right.
You know what he reminds me of?
The technology and internet's come to the point to where what you're actually looking up can be bogus because you can make something look legit.
It could be slanted
without it being legit. Yeah.
And then the algorithm will keep feeding you that.
Yeah, it's really it's a very scary world. I'm knowledgeable in that side of things. That's kind of it's always been my hobby since it came on to be. I used to beta test games. That was my thing. That's why I'm actually waiting for Battlefield 2042.
It's almost why, and I hate to not talk about that, but just real quick, it's almost why it's important, why there are people, why we shouldn't remove people from your YouTube, from your Twitter, because what you're essentially doing is you're creating echo chambers.
Yeah.
You're creating other places where then the people who aren't allowed in the public square will then go and make echo chambers where you, somebody who maybe doesn't like those people, aren't going to have an ability to keep an eye on them as easily because you're not going to go sign up to whatever program this is because you know it's not a mix of everybody. It's just going to be a certain type of people. So it kind of furthers to that point why, like, you know, some of these things they do kind of violate, you know, free speech. Like we shouldn't be kicking some of these people off these very, very social, almost nationalized networks.
Exactly. The censorship and how, you know, they get simped for when that's not supposed to be the way of things. I don't understand how or when censorship is ever going to be applauded as a good thing, but that's where we're at. And seeing segregation make a comeback, like I saw a video last year where there's this big old grand picnic. Looked beautiful, but there was literally a whites only section. Only the white people could be on that side, and then multicultural people on the other. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's gross. Craziness. Rescue, always very insightful, man. Is there anything else you want to close off on?
Nice to meet you, Rescue.
Oh, nice to meet you, Brock. Yeah. No, I mean, that's when you guys have another call in, I'll try to give it a run.
I want to do a whole Zoom with you, dude. Like, I know you only have your phone. I just want a show with Rescue, like not stuck in the love Rescue, but you know.
Josh has got my number there in the list, so if you want, get it, Eli, and text me if you want. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah. You're right. We do. We got it.
A,
Beautiful.
I will take you up on that offer, and B,
you actually still owe me a discussion, I believe.
Yes,
this is true.
The religious
debate we were going to have.
Yes, I'm so excited for that. We need to do that before fucking month passes.
Soon.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you got me all hyped. Expect the text, and we're talking about floating around some ideas. So there may be a day out of a random week where I get to maybe get you on speakerphone and we could have that conversation from my little studio. First time you're stuck in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, you just let me know. Let me know what you need, brother. I'm there.
Much love, my man.
All right, Rescue. Thank you so much, bro. Man. We'll talk to you soon.
You got it, guys. Real quick, I will say good night, Christina. Good night, Lindsay.
They're literally they are telling each other to change their undies. What are you doing to these women? What is your secret?
He's got that bass.
Jesus, man. I am envious. Teach me your ways.
Later.
All right, take care. Yeah. He's a married man, you savages.
Rescue walking around like, yo, what's up, ladies? You want me to get your panties fucking wet?
He's the devil. Yeah, no, I saw it.
Okay. He's not the devil.
I'm sorry. No,
he's not the devil. What if we wanted like Rescue on like as a guest for Stuck in the Middle?
That'd be great.
Or Stuck at Night. Why are you just like, yeah, I'll take you. Fuck Stuck at Night. We'll just do it on my thing.
Damn it. I'm just talking, man.
I'm telling you.
Of course we're going to do whatever the fuck we do.
Come on, relax.
To me, he sounded like a Southern Bob Ross.
I think that'd be cool, you know, like a progressive patriot rescue show where you just kind of like have him on with you.
Oh, is that the...
Mind your business.
Fucking A, why did we get rid of that?
What's that?
Mind your business currency. Like, that
that was our original currency. The funniest thing about it is, you know who printed this? China.
Oh.
China.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
They made the Chinese print it because we didn't have the resources.
One of the reasons I also was such a supporter of Ron Paul before I even got into Bernie Sanders.
Stuck in the middle, who this is?
Yeah.
Was because he was like, let's focus on our own backyard.
From Zombie Cranston.
All right, I guess we have Zombie Cranston on the line.
What's it like over there, man?
Oh, pretty fucking wild, man.
How's it like being dead?
There's this dude who looks like Elvis, except like he is fucking Elvis, and then like Tupac and Biggie are on the seesaw, and like fucking George Washington really like hooked me up with some bud, and it's just
is the gay Dorito couple there? The gay old...
I don't know what the fuck that even is, man.
You didn't see it. Okay.
Nor do we.
Nor
do we, Zombie.
I probably saw it, and I don't even remember what the hell it was. So,
Zombie Cranston, if I may ask, what was it like? What was it like passing on to the other side?
I don't remember.
Damn.
It was just wild.
Smells like pineapple.
Zombie Cranston,
Like-
you really kind of are. I feel like you're underselling death. You're like, dude, it's just fucking, it's
chill,
crazy,
bro.
man. Yeah, it's chill, dude. Death is chill. Or maybe you're overselling. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's fucking badass. Like, yeah.
So aside from dying, did anything happen that like you couldn't? I don't know, like. Well, you're not here, which is okay, of course, brother.
Brock's just like having his own like
What are you
meme
doing?
show off
just
chat.
The Santa's Claus is going to save Christmas. Yeah, that's a fucking yeah.
Shit showing up in the port of Miami. That's
I can't see.
So yeah, Cranston, like, is it something we could talk about? What happened? I didn't see any messages.
Well, I had the lawyer meeting for my mom's fucking bullshit today. And she was a real motherfucker, and I really didn't like her at all, and didn't do any fucking thing for us except take our goddamn money. And there was a bunch of stupid shit, you know, there was a bunch of shit that really pissed me off, and it got me in a really fucking horrible mood.
Is that when you killed yourself?
I can't people today. What's that?
I know. I was like, is that when you killed yourself, Zombie Cranston? Is that when that happened?
You OD'd on the vaccine.
No, but I thought about it at one point, but
Uh-oh,
yeah,
dark.
this fucking bitch, man. Like it's supposed to be like first of all, it's retarded in the first fucking place because they're doing video calls instead of letting you come to the office because of fucking COVID. So like that's fine. Like I'll do a video call. But then the fucking bitch's video camera doesn't fucking work. So like, okay, I can handle that too. I'll do it like a phone fucking call. But then like there gets to a point where like she needs to talk to my mom about like some shit, and like she has to like actually see her to like assess her like mental state, and then she's like, well, I can't see you because my camera doesn't work, so you're going to have to book another appointment to talk to me. That's another $700.
Horse shit. Holy fuck.
And it's like, well, dude, we're on the phone. We're on the thing with you now. It's supposed to be video. It's not my goddamn fault that your video doesn't work. And why the fuck should we have to go pay another fucking $700 to do another fucking consult with you when she's fucking here on the fucking phone with you right now? You ought to do another fucking consult with her for fucking free.
Knowing you, I know you said that. Did she? What was her response? Real quick, like, what the fuck did she say to you saying, why should we have to do another consultation? It's gonna cost me $700.
She's a fucking snarky bitch, dude. I really fucking didn't like her at all. Wasn't gonna do nothing. Wasn't gonna do nothing. You know, wasn't gonna do nothing for me.
Dude, I'm just fucking
stupid.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. I'm sorry you have to go through this bullshit. Fucking
bro, I spent a month
you.
getting ready for this appointment, gathering them all the documents that they needed. They needed like this whole fucking checklist of shit that took fucking weeks to gather. She didn't even use like half of it. And it's just fucking retarded. And then it's like, you want her to fucking do a whole nother $700 appointment because your camera doesn't work. Fuck you. You ought to give her a fucking another one and do it for free.
All right. Yeah, I think that is something that you should be able to argue all the way to somebody. That doesn't sound right. Her camera's fucked up and she wants to charge you for another consultation. Horse shit. Fuck that. I'm sorry, man. But I'm looking forward to having you back on the show.
Fuck her.
And I hope we can actually, we're doing acupuncture tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're still on for that for tomorrow, man. Just fucking hit me up or I'll hit you up. I think we're supposed to be there around like 1:30, 1:45.
I need it for so many reasons. So yeah, man.
We need a full report, take pictures, maybe some video if you can. We need to know how the acupuncture went so we can then report back on Monday about your guys' trip there. I wish I could go and film it, but
I'll do that.
Yeah, we can do it. We can get pictures.
We can do it.
Preferably video, but pictures are cool too.
We can probably get video too, man.
I like your optimism.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for calling, my brother. I'm sorry that you're an angry zombie.
Feel better, brother.
Yeah, I didn't mean to let you guys down.
No, what the
shit,
fuck?
but
Whoa,
I fucking went off.
We've
fucking
established
rails
life
today.
first, man. It's
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's all good. But seriously, don't let it fucking happen again.
Yeah,
Okay?
you're on final notice, burn notice. I
Yeah.
forgot about that show.
Yeah, I know.
No, we love you.
All
brother.
right, Cranston.
Take
Be
care,
good,
man.
man.
We'll see you Monday.
All right, man.
Later.
Hey, so I just looked at one of my old memories on Facebook because I remember reading this today saying, hey, I should bring this up. There was a dude I argued with about the world being flat about 6 years ago.
That's really like a one-sentence conversation. It's round, and that guy should shut the fuck up.
Oh, no. Dude, the conversation was really stupid. I was just like...
There is no conversation.
He said something ridiculous. I was like, let me guess. You're one of those guys that believe the earth is flat, and you probably don't believe in satellites, right? And he's like, have you ever rode in a satellite? I was just like, I've never seen an aardvark either, motherfucker, but I know they exist.
Yeah.
Like, it was the stupidity of that, but I checked in on him just now, and he said, I want to see the footage of this Alec Baldwin shooting. They were filming a movie. There should be footage. So
Right,
he believes that's a conspiracy.
He doesn't believe it. It's like it's the framed Mr. Baldwin.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you can't make this stuff up.
I want to meet our old conspiracy buddy again.
Chris?
I want to have yeah.
We can get Chris on.
Is that the Holocaust denier?
The
guy?
denier,
It
yeah.
is.
Look at the cracks in the building from the 1940s. How couldn't they breathe through the cracks? You dumb fucking. I mean, you
dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So, all right, I gotta take a piss. And on that note, thank you for being here.
Fuck yeah.
Smash the like button.
Brock, thank you for being here.
We appreciate the interactivity. We thrive on it. We thrive on the support that you give us. You know the link, youtube.com/stuckinthemiddle. We look forward to any comment, every comment that comes when the stream is dead. Please feel free to come on back in a few minutes and just leave a little feedback of any kind.
Hell yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah, really, really. And, help us grow. What more can I say? That's all we ask.
Brock, where can the peeps find you?
Instagram, @Brock with a strong name, or look up the broadcast on all places you can find them.
You've revamped your podcast. You're doing some new stuff. Your most latest one was very inspiring. So if you're kind of find yourself in a rut, go check out Brock's latest one.
Yeah, that's one of
it's
the
good.
solo casts.
Yeah, the Brock
So,
solo
yeah.
cast.
But the
Very good stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
If you want to get motivated, check out the broadcast.
Yes. And until then, happy Halloween and all that jazz. We'll see you, you folks and fellers and fellerettes there on the Monday.
Love y'all.
I gotta fucking work on fucking Halloween.
Until then, have yourselves a good day. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Okay, bye.